and 11th National Day celebration of the Republic of China, Taiwan. On behalf of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Melbourne, I would like to thank you for attending this celebration this evening. My name is Andy. Tonight, Vicky and I will be your MC, and we hope all of you enjoy this evening.
各位贵宾、各位女士、先生，大家好！欢迎大家前来参加庆祝中华民国111年国庆酒会。我是 Vicky， 我与 Andy 共同担任今晚酒会的司仪。驻墨尔本台北经济文化办事处非常感谢你的莅临，也希望各位贵宾有个愉快的晚上。
Before we begin tonight's formalities, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are meeting and pay our respect to their elders, past and present, and the Aboriginal elders of other communities who may be here today.
在正式仪式开始前，我想对澳洲这块土地的原住民，还有他们的祖先及现在的长老们致敬。
And to the formal proceedings, we will now sing the national anthem of the Republic of China. 'Now, I would like to invite the host of this evening, Director General of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Melbourne, Mr. Abraham Chi Wen Ling, to deliver his speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends of Australia and Taiwan, good evening. Welcome to the reception of the 111th National Day of the Republic of China, Taiwan. We are honored that you could join us to celebrate. For the past 2 years, we celebrated this auspicious occasion online due to the pandemic. I'm so thankful we can gather in person tonight. I would like to start by paying my respect to Australian Aboriginal and Torres Strait people in Taiwan. As in Australia, the indigenous peoples have enriched and diversified the culture of Taiwan. In May and July this year, the Taiwanese community introduced the first ever Taiwan Film Festival to Melbourne, the cultural capital of Australia, promoting our mutual understanding of one another's culture and deepening our friendship. In the past 2 years, when the world was hit hard with the pandemic, Taiwan was among the world's few economies to still experience positive growth. In year 2021, Taiwan's growth rate was an impressive 6.45%. Not only was the highest in 11 years, but it is expected to grow an additional 3 to 4% this year. Besides this impressive economic performance, Taiwan's strategic position in the Indo-Pacific region and its advantage in technology are also attracting great attention as the global supply chain suffers from geopolitical tensions. Taiwan's semiconductor industry not only has a comprehensive production line, but also the production value of over 200 billion OC dollars is the second highest in the world. Taiwan continues to make the most of its advantage to become an indispensable link in the global supply chain and look forward to working with like-minded countries like Australia to build greater supply chain resilience. Australia shares a long-standing and mutually beneficial trade and investment relationship. The complementary nature of our relationship is underpinned by Australia's supply energy, mineral, agricultural products to Taiwan, and the Taiwan exportation of high technology to Australia. We are a natural partner in energy and resources, and in the transition to net zero through technology. 位先生，我们台湾及澳洲的好朋友，大家晚安，欢迎参加中华民国111年国庆酒会。过去2年，因为疫情的冲击，我们只能在线上举行。我们非常感恩今晚大家可以共聚一堂，一起来庆祝我们中华民国的生日。首先，我要对澳洲原住民表达敬意，如同澳洲、台湾的原住民，让台湾的文化更加多元、更加丰富。今年5月，澳亚台湾研究协会以及我们墨尔本台湾同乡会，在澳洲艺术之都墨尔本第一次举办台湾电影节。今年7月，感谢墨尔本台湾商会的努力，带来更多的台湾电影，促进台湾与澳洲的相互了解以及文化的交流。过去2年疫情冲击全球经济，中华民国是全世界极少数经济持续成长的国家。去年台湾经济成长6.45%，是11年来的新高。今年应可维持3%到4%的成长。台湾的战略位置还有科技优势也受到国际高度关注。台湾半导体产能是全球排名第2，台湾将成为全球供应链不可或缺的一员。台湾与澳洲长期以来经贸及投资互惠互补，关系密切。过去5年，台湾与澳洲双边的投资及贸易分别以10%及3%稳定成长。疫情的挑战反而更强化我们合作伙伴的关系。除了经贸及投资之外，台湾与澳洲共享民主、自由、多元文化 还有以规则为基础国际秩序的普世价值。我们要感谢澳洲政府近年对台湾国际参与的支持，以及多次强调台海和平稳定的重要。台湾是重要的伙伴，是科技的重镇，是民主成功的故事，是世界良善的力量。面对挑战，台湾将持续与澳洲等理念相近国家合作，确保印太地区的和平、稳定与繁荣。Standing on the front line of the defense of democracy, Taiwan will continue to strengthen cooperation with our democratic allies to advance regional prosperity, to defend the values we believe in, to protect our free way of life. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me to toast? To the prosperity of our two countries, may God bless Taiwan and Australia. 我们是不是一起举杯，愿天佑台湾及澳洲，祝中华民国及澳大利亚国泰民安，国运昌隆。Cheers.
I'm going to begin by acknowledging that we're on the land of the Wurundjeri people, and I'd like to pay my respects to elders past and present, and of course elders into the future, and any elders that might be in the room this evening. It's a great pleasure to be with you this evening. Abraham, Chin Wen Lin and Mrs Lin, thank you for the invitation to join you, and to all my parliamentary colleagues. I won't go through the list of all the VIPs, but I think this evening everyone in this room is a VIP because we come here in friendship and in solidarity to help you, to help the Republic of China, Taiwan celebrate its 111th birthday. So happy birthday to you, and many, many happy returns. For my part, I just wish to convey to you that I affirm everything that Abraham has said. Australia and Taiwan enjoy a very warm and productive relationship, and I expect that that relationship will continue to be warm and productive as we work together to advance our common interests. For my part, I certainly have a lot to do with my Canberra colleagues, and I want to thank and also congratulate all members of the Taiwan mission, both here in Melbourne and in Canberra, for the amount of work, the very hard work that you all do to advance the cause and to advance the interests of the Republic of China, Taiwan. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Director General, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it was quite a treat standing here for two national anthems. I don't know the words to the first, but I could tell by the way that it mattered to so many in this room that there was a lot of things in common. And some of the words that stand out in our national anthem are sea, stars, and by implication, courage. Because the things we share in common is that we are both girt by sea, we both look to the stars, and our true wealth is not our natural resources, it is the intellect, the hard work, and the courage of our people. And we see the courage on display all of the time, and we salute you for it. In fact, in the 16th century, Portuguese sailors, when they passed the eastern coast of the island, they proclaimed it Ilha Formosa, the beautiful island. And from the video that we saw just before, it is indeed a beautiful island in so many ways. But your story is one of innovation, and in the modern age you have carved a new role for yourself. You have led the way in semiconductors, in artificial intelligence, and all of those are well known, but also in culture, in cinema, in art, and in food. I had the privilege of tasting bubble tea for the first time in my life, and when I tasted it, I thought, where have you been all my life? It's got beautiful flavour and texture, and I will be coming back for some more. But if I could finish on this, in Taiwanese legend, there is a beautiful story about the Sun and Moon Lake. It is the story of a young and beautiful couple that sacrificed all that they might have the stars. Today, Taiwan still reaches for the stars in many more ways than one. You are a shining example of what can be done when you are determined and you have a sense of purpose. I admire you and we salute you and we are with you, so thank you.
I've been the convener of the Friends of Taiwan in State Parliament, and how fortunate I've been for so many years. I think Andre Hermeyer handed it over to me 15 years ago. And the experiences of, say, travelling to Taipei and the beauty of Taipei and the love of food. This year's Taiwanese Film Festival, which was magnificent, which had a focus on the Indigenous community of Taiwan. I think I've been very fortunate to have this opportunity to engage for so many years with the Taiwanese community, a community which is incredibly dynamic. As I look over to various members of the Taiwanese community at 70 and 80 years of age, they're still starting businesses. They can't sit still. They're still contributing to our community. And I think of myself at 55 years of age and I think, do I have the energy to start a business? And I think in many ways that's the spirit that the Taiwanese community has in their challenges presently. And it is a very difficult challenge. And it's, in many ways, the support from places like America, Australia and so forth is a little bit, but it's very much the Taiwanese who need to be the brave community and deal with those very difficult issues. And it has been probably over the last 4 or 5 years the most challenging time I've seen for Taiwan. And I only admire Director General Abraham for the work you do, because it is incredibly challenging at the moment. And I'm sure for the community, and that is, you've got to admire a community that is so determined and so vibrant and so willing to take on such difficult challenges. So I'll be stepping down as the convener. Obviously, if you're not a parliamentarian, you can't be a convener of the Friends of Parliamentary Friends of Taiwan. I think Tien Nguyen, who is obviously from Vietnam and is a well-known individual in State Parliament, has offered to take that over, obviously subject to the election. But look, I really just want to say thank you very much for the opportunities I've had to engage with your community over so many years, such an engaging and welcoming community. And I just want to say thank you very much for the opportunities and the joy and and just the fun that's provided. Thank you.
What a wonderful thing it is after 3 years to all be back in the same room, meeting with our friends, being able to chat and simply toast an important milestone for Taiwan, but also to recognise the contribution that the Taiwanese community has made here in Victoria. You know, I was reading an article today about the bamboo ceiling and the fact that there has been some difficulty in terms of people from Asian backgrounds breaking through in politics or in business. What I would say is in this room tonight, so many of you have at least punched holes in the bamboo ceiling. You have been community leaders. You have been business leaders. You have been successful. You have been people who have established bridges with other countries, particularly in Asia, and obviously particularly with Taiwan, in terms of Australia's relationship both in a trade sense, in a cultural and political exchange sense. But what I want to say to the young people who are here tonight is we need to do more than simply poke holes in a bamboo ceiling. Because this is a community that is so vibrant, is so energetic, brings great initiative, has contributed so much already to Victoria and the advancement of this state and this country. We need to make sure that we use that resource of your people, of our people, from different backgrounds, and particularly to make sure that the Asian contribution, the Taiwanese contribution, is used to the utmost, that we're able to continue to build those global opportunities. But also importantly, that you, and particularly those young people in the room, have every opportunity to advance in Australian politics, in Australian business, in all of the areas of community activity, that this community is given every opportunity to realise its absolute potential. Congratulations to Taiwan on 111 years in the 1010 celebration. Great privilege to be here. Thank you, Abraham, to you and your team for the work that you do here in Victoria. I hope everybody enjoys tonight, enjoys the hospitality, and certainly celebrates this milestone for Taiwan. Thank you.
It is a great honor and pleasure for me to be here today to join with you in the celebration of the 111th National Day of the Republic of China, Taiwan. I have been to Taiwan a few times, most of which as a tourist, but the last time I was there, just before COVID, was at the invitation of the government, and I have been so impressed with the values that Taiwan has. Taiwan is also the leader in many advanced technology and advanced manufacturing. And also Taiwan is also contributing to the world for a renewable energy source to tackle the climate change that we are facing as the existential risk for our human being. Those will be a great contribution, and also will be a good collaboration with Australia in general and Victoria in particular. And those contributions and those collaboration will be, no doubt, strengthened and deepened by the Taiwanese people here, particularly in Victoria. As a state of Victoria, we do not tolerate, but we embrace and celebrate the multicultural contribution and from the people from all over the world. You have contributed so much for the vibrancy, for the strength of our multicultural and multi-faith fabric of our society. And those contributions are more than a value that we always celebrate and value. So with that few words, I understand that because I came from Vietnam some time ago as a refugee, and has been a journey towards my now being a member of state parliament. So the contribution is much appreciated, whether it is socially, culturally, economically, or professionally. We all need your contribution. And with that words, I want to celebrate and also congratulate you with this very auspicious occasion of the 111th National Day of Taiwan. Thank you very much for having me.